Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you for tuning in and for joining the Controversy 7 once again. Now, ever since the Trump administration, ever since the Trump inauguration service or ceremony, America hasn't been the same ever since then. Things have been transpiring in such an interesting fashion. The whole world, it's like America all along was being pushed far liberal, far liberal, far liberal. And all of a sudden now you've got this conservative government that boom just took over on the scene, and all of a sudden it's almost like you've got the perfect condition for a Hegelian dialectic. Now you've got these Hollywood celebrities, it's these garbage artists such as Madonna, even Lady Gaga, many others, musicians. Who in their right mind is even going to follow? You have to be out of your mind to actually follow these nonsense celebrities who are promoting garbage after garbage after garbage, and you're going to follow them as if they are your leaders. Do they make decisions on your behalf? Most people, when they go to these musicians, these concerts of these artists, you do know, I hope you know that you are actually participating in a religious ceremony, in a religious service, because just like in church, when you go to a church, you sit down with your friends or with the congregation, you sit down, you are sitting there, you are listening to a sermon being preached to you. That's the same thing, just like you go to the music concerts. You simply go, and here you are participating with the audience in the crowd. You are the congregation, and guess what? The musicians are simply the ones who are the ministers. They're preaching to you messages. And you know what? Most music artists have made music or music videos and songs which have been pointing to riots, pointing people to protest, pointing people to an uprising. You have been conditioned. The time is just right. The mood is just right. Everything is falling in line. It's like the Hegelian dialectic is playing right in front of our eyes. Many people are buying into it. The majority of people, those who don't know what the heck is going on, they are going to fall in line and join this rebellion and join this uprising, join this protest, these violent protests, and think that that's going to make a change. You're promoting this hashtag not my president, and you know, because the celebrities start saying it, here you are jumping on board, and guess what? Everybody else is like, oh, okay, I get hashtag not my president. Click share. Click share. If Trump is not your president, who is your president? If you are in America, who is your president? You can go on and try and say that he's not your president, but as long as you live on the soil of the United States of America, guess what? He is your president. He is in charge of you. You are his responsibility. Nonetheless, I'm not here to defend, I'm not here to make Trump look good, but I'm trying to tell you guys, you need to be extra cautious. There's a good reason why the media and these foolish celebrities, these puppets, are all pointing you, trying to get you to participate in an uprising. And guess what? This thing is so contagious, it basically spread like wildfire all across the world. America is in a state where the republic is falling. Now, speaking of the falling republic, or speaking of the republic, should I say, many people, many Americans, it's interesting how they don't even know their own government. They don't even know how their own government is. If you ask the question, is America a democracy? The first thing everybody will say, absolutely, America is a democracy. Absolutely. Why is that? It's because you've been fed this junk about the democracy over and over and over again. And to make things worse, your own leaders keep repeating the same thing you hear it all the time on television, the media. They always say, oh, America is a democracy. Democracy is simply an ancient Greek philosophy. It's not an American philosophy. No. America is not a democracy. America is a constitutional republic. The Constitution is there to protect the minority from the majority. Whereas if you are in a democracy, the will of the majority outweighs that of the minority. You understand? That's just, America never was a democracy. You've been lied to. What I see very interesting about these snowflakes and cupcakes of society today, who are super sensitive, is that they were quick to point out that Trump is an evil man, and Trump is he basically, because of his talks and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, he's such a hateful, oh, he's such a racist, oh, he's a violent person. They are quick to say that Trump is a violent person, yet what do they go and do? They go on riots. It's not even protesting like peaceful protest. It's violent riots. They act like animals. They don't, you know, if you are going on a peaceful protest, why the heck are you hiding your face behind, like, you know, covering your face, almost looking like ISIS of America or something? And they go and they start hurting other people. And anybody who simply says that they support the, like, you know, the Trump administration, they would beat the person up. They would hurt that person to an inch of their lives. Yet they'll be quick to say that all they want is just love. All they want is just peace. So it's like, all I want is love. All we want is peace. All we want is this. All we want is that. We just want equality. We just want to have equal shares and because it's all about love. Love trumps hate. Love trumps hate. And here's a social justice warrior model. Those sticks and stones may not break my bones, but words will. Okay, these people, focus. In fact, speaking about social justice warriors, did you know that Trigglypuff has officially been replaced by the new face of a social justice warrior? Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you the very first ever winner of 2017, new face of the social justice warrior.
Coverage of the presidential inauguration from NPR News, and you can hear the 21-gun salute in the background. Another signal that for all of that resistance, for all of that opposition, Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States.
Focus. Okay. Now that I'm focused, remember, keep this in the back of your heads. Keynote. To make you think about who's in charge of things, and exactly everything is happening according to plan. Nothing happens by accident. Trump did not get popular majority vote by accident. No. Trump was meant to be there. You understand what I'm saying? Trump was meant to be there. Everything happens by did I just everything, like, nothing happens by chance. Everything happens according to plan. That's what I meant to say. Everything happens according to plan. It is not a coincidence that Trump won by popular vote. It is not by pure chance. No. He was meant to be there. And it makes perfect sense. The time that we are living in, with all the worldwide instabilities, it's like now you have someone who caused an upset in the system. Trump just caused an upset in the system. And this resulted in a ripple effect. Think carefully. Don't lose focus. This ripple effect has basically went all across the world. America is in a state of civil unrest. But guess what? we migrate, we move over to Europe, guess what? They too are also in a state of unrest. Protests are everywhere. You go to Australia, people are protesting, all because of Trump. Donald Trump came in on the scene and he caused a stir. Think carefully. This ripple effect has just opened the doorway. It gave a reason for us to basically, it's like when you closely examine it, now you can see that this ripple effect has resulted in an uprising or chaos. And this chaos is all over the world. Riots are taking place, especially in America. Civil unrest is worse now. It's getting worse. It's getting bad. That's why we have to ask the question, is this truly the end of the republic? What's going to be the result from here on? We are seeing the Hegelian dialectic play right in front of our eyes. We're seeing chaos beginning to take place, and out of this chaos, guess what's going to have to come? I wonder what? There must be order. But this order, in order for an order to be established, there first must be chaos. Think carefully and observe this. Prior to election night, both Hillary Clinton or crooked Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump met at the Jesuit dinner party. The Jesuits are the ones who run the government. The Jesuits are above the president. Pay attention. Their influence is so powerful, the president actually obeys the voice of the Jesuits. And guess what? The Jesuits, they are all under the umbrella of the papacy. Leaving the papacy, the papal supremacy, pretty much the papal throne is the one that all eyes are going to be focusing on. But guess what? The lamb-like beast of Revelation 13 is going to have to create an image to the first beast, which is papal Rome. And guess what? That first beast is going to receive worship soon, and you are going to have to comply, because guess what? America is just at that right atmosphere. It's like we can see everything is, the puzzles are fitting together. We are witnessing the formation or the union of church and state coming together like this, making an exact depiction of the first beast. The first beast is both a religio and political power. The second beast is going to be both a religio and political power combined together. Are we seeing this taking place right now? That's all I'm going to say in this segment of this video. So be sure to subscribe, because there is an important video about the dream of Nebuchadnezzar. I'm just working on animations and putting everything together. It basically goes through the dream of King Nebuchadnezzar with 2017, the Trump administration, and the prophetic timeline of the end of time. Everything makes sense. Oh my goodness. Everything is falling into play. Ladies and gentlemen, don't fall for the foolishness right now. You can't afford to jump in on these riots and protests. It's not doing you any good. Don't jump on any of these riots. Don't jump on any of these protests. It's foolishness. Especially if it's led by these foolish celebrities who are simply being protected by mainstream media. Shut up, mainstream media. Quit, mainstream media. We don't care about mainstream media. You know what? This is how I feel about mainstream media. If mainstream media was here, I'd be like, boom, I'd kick them out from here. Or is that mainstream media? Boom, I'll kick them out. Mainstream media is garbage. Don't even listen to mainstream media no more. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video in advance. because it does. I hope it opened the eyes of many of you to think differently about the situation that's taking place. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to bore you any further. Thank you for tuning in, for joining me. This is the Controversy 7. Be sure to subscribe if this is your first time tuning in. And you can find me on Facebook. My links are in the video description box. You can feel free to send me a friend request, or you can simply like my Facebook fan page. Other than that, I'm not going to hold you off. You take care of yourselves, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time.